Well, hello and welcome back. We dusted off the old cameras, pulled out the mics, hits the ProView rundown. Welcome back. I am Josh Beartrap Brown. To the left of me, new guy on track. This is A1 Rivera. As always, on assignment, Alden Ball So Hard, Iowani. And in the booth, the redesigned and redone booth, Jason Southwest Pole. Look at that. Props down to the Windfire guys, Studio 519 Albuquerque here. It's public access. If you're trying to get involved, go to the website, 519centralabq.com. Talk to our man Joseph Lynch, and he'll get you set up. We are in the beautiful Studio B. And guys, it's been a while. How you guys been?
Woo!
Pretty
We've been
good
nice.
shows. I mean, especially now we can finally shoot the show. Everything's looking beautiful in here.
Looking beautiful. Alden, you're our man on assignment. How have you been, man? Where have you been going along?
Well, I'm here actually staying up on the USS Enterprise.
Going galactic with the old James Webb telescope.
That's what I've been doing the past year, you know, going to strange new worlds, dealing with alien contacts, all that kind of stuff, guys.
Have you made any first contacts out there? Any aliens that we should know about?
You guys will see them a little later down the road. I can't really say too much, but they are friendly.
They are friendly.
I think.
I mean,
We think.
Traveling the Stars, big news out there was the James Webb telescope out, you know, sports-wise. But, I mean, why don't we just hop right into this and play with the T's? Alden, let's start this top five, or are we going expanded because it's our fire-off show for the first time in a year? Let's make this the Alden Iowani top 10.
Sweet. So it's been like a year pretty much basically since the last time we've done a show. So I thought we would do a little times 2 action and make it 10. This time I'm basing my top 10 off the NBA my top 10 greatest of all time debate since Steph Curry recently won his 4th NBA championship and started stirring around the conversations. Who's actually in the top 10? So here's my NBA greatest players of all time. Start at number 10, Larry Bird.
Woo!
You know, I think this is one of the. I had to put Larry Bird in because, you know,
Lights out Larry, man. Lights out Larry.
Magic. Spoiler, he's definitely farther ahead, but a rivalry is only as good as the two rivals that are actually competing against each other. I went with Larry, man, number 10. What do you guys think?
The legend, man, I'd pick Larry up just because him, like you said, him and Magic, those battles were so brutal. They were so physical. I don't know, man. But that's a good one. He's in the top 10. I agree with that.
And you need somebody from the Celtics, otherwise Celtics fans will complain.
I mean, yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, and for you Celtics fans that are watching, this is the only one that made the top 10.
No Bill?
Yep, you know, Bill, I mean, I honestly have never seen Bill Russell play at all. I've seen the old dusty photos that they pull out, you know. Oh, this is Bill Russell way back, you know, and he was great, no doubt, but
I get you.
just because you win a bunch of championships doesn't mean you're the best player of all time. You know, like Charles Haley isn't the best defensive player of all time, you know, just because he's won 5 or 6 Super Bowls. Like,
well played, sir. Well played.
Well,
so Larry Bird. Jay, what do you think about Larry Bird at number 10?
you have to have him in there, but I got a secret, and I think it's from looking at your top 10s, I'd say it's fitting.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. And, you know, I mean, he played a pivotal role in Space Jam, too, man.
He did, man.
Not
Saved
2,
the
but
world.
1.
One,
Like,
the original.
also,
The original.
but 1, yeah. So Larry Bird, number 10.
Larry the legend.
Let's do the slide.
Ooh,
All right.
there you
I
go.
got Will in here. I had a lot of. I went back and forth on this one. I kind of wanted to not have Will in it, but he was just so dominant for his time. I mean, the only player to score 100 points, has like the most 50-point games out of like anybody ever, has the most like 20 plus rebound games ever. Like, guy was a beast.
And no 3-point line.
Yeah, and no 3-point line. And
So,
you know, like, and I mean, he faced Bill Russell in the Celtics many a times, and I think only won once out of all the times that they faced off in the playoffs. But Wilt was a lot older at that point in his career when he went to the Lakers. But I'm gonna have Wilt Chamberlain at number 9. What do you guys think about that?
Go with number 9 there.
Seems a little low. Seems like he might have. I mean, he's a tall dude. He could probably climb his way up a little further.
Yeah, well,
He's in the hundo, yeah.
you know, at least he started, you know, the around the rim kind of, you know, he was that whole like staple, like we're gonna pass it into the paint and we're gonna let Wilt do his thing and slam that baby home. So as far as stats go, Wilt has the craziest stats out of anybody on the list.
Why this is
I'd have
the
to say.
top 10 here.
Yeah. So, Jay, what do you think about Wilt?
I'm saying, looking at his stats over here, you're right. This dude's averaging 70 plus like it's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It-
Oh, yeah.
That, I mean,
So teetering a little low. He'll go. He
The
should be there.
competition factor is the big thing.
what's
I
his
think
what was his main team though?
He was on the.
Was it the Lakers or
I think
Phillies?
He was on the Warriors
He bounced around.
and,
Philly?
and the 76ers.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, give it to the man. Number 9 in Alden's list.
and 8.
Eight.
I
Oh.
went Steph Curry, baby. You know what? If you're gonna
Throw him
put
in
Wilt in the top 10 because of his inside presence, why not put Steph Curry? Whether or not you love or hate the way that basketball's changed in the past 15 or so years, this guy has a lot to do with it.
Oh,
man.
he is the main reason that kids are getting it tossed inside and then dribbling out to that 3-point
Yeah,
to shoot a 3. They'll have a wide open layup and they will back out to that 3-point line just to drain that
Yep.
3 like Steph. I mean, hey.
and you got, I mean, and now everybody's, of course, imitating what he's been able to do. And you know what? Make a 4-point line. Why not?
Take it back.
Make a
Curry
4-point
line.
line?
The Curry line's what we
Let's
call
do
it.
The Curry line, hey, they tried it in the WNBA.
Like in that
All-Star game, man.
In the All-Star game, yeah, when he hit the half-court shot, and then he just looked at Trae Young, and he was like, "You got
Nothing
a
on
long
me."
way to go." Right? Like, and plus, you know what? Steph's he's a good team guy. Like everybody who plays with Steph gets along with Steph. You know, Draymond might be another question, but he's nowhere on this list. Don't worry, people at home. Draymond Green is not on this list, but you know he might be living the blues as far as, you know, he wants to bring back Kevin Durant, maybe.
KD, hey,
Re-
you know, man.
Reunited again.
Might as
And it
well.
feels so
Hey,
good.
People break up with their exes, go to somebody else, and come back. It's okay. It's okay.
Is it okay?
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
Pro basketball, why not these days? I mean, you fish. LeBron he had to leave the Cavs, his love team, to go down to the Heat.
I think
got
he-
one, went back, got one, had to go to LA to get one.
I think even at like the lower levels, like people AAU teams. What are
Yeah.
AAU teams? They literally do this every year.
Trade 'em
Every
around.
year in
The NBA,
basketball.
yeah.
Go to the
NBA
best
is
Put
team.
your dream team together, and then you travel around the country and play each other. So why not?
I think the NBA is that one league where there's more fan or player fans than actual team fans. You know,
exactly.
Your allegiances kind of go where your player goes.
What separates Steph? What separates Steph from Wilt and Bird though?
Well, he's already won more championships than both of them.
Boom.
I'd say also too, like it's the evolution thing of basketball. Like, because Larry Bird and like Wilt like did their things in the past, that Steph's able to be Steph, as they say.
Steph went Steph.
Steph being
That's a good
Steph.
number 8. Ooh.
Oh yeah, there we go. Have to have Shaq Diesel in there.
All right, so Shaq, baby. I mean, I think all of us can say because we were all alive while this guy was in his prime. And like,
Yep.
You know, like most dominant player I've ever seen. Like straight up, like, you know, like Jordan, of course, you know, and all these other guys that are going to come later in the list. Great guys, but Shaq, man, when he had it, when he was in shape, nobody could stop him.
He was dominating. Yeah, no, he was the last dominant big man Last guy going inside.
And you watch even when he was on the Magic, when he was a little more when he had the finesse game. I mean, last team to win a three-peat is this man and Kobe's Lakers teams. Out of all the super teams that have happened since then, the Lakers are the only team to win a three-peat in the last like 20 years or so. So Shaq Diesel, I think he's the one guy on the list. I think that could have even gone higher, but at the end of his career, he kind of fell off. In my opinion. What do you guys think?
He was definitely in the film Shazam.
He is Shazam.
Are you sure it wasn't the one with Sinbad?
It was one of those genies.
I'll agree with that. Shaq, dominant man.
And you know what? Shaq's a man of the people. That's why everybody. That's why everybody likes Shaq. That's why he's still relevant to this day. It's because people love them some Shaq. My first basketball shoe I ever got were some Shaqs, man.
Shaq's, baby.
So, yeah.
I mean, the size like 22 or
No.
He
no.
changed the construction.
Yeah,
of
they
boots.
actually had them in normal people's size.
I like it.
But the Diesel, the original Superman.
The original Superman. Changing hoops forever.
Ooh, that is a surprise.
Tim Duncan, man.
Love me some Tim Duncan.
You know what? If you're like building like a basketball team, like it's honestly hard not to pick Tim Duncan because like he's like the Tom Brady of like basketball. Like it's like his stats might not like jump off the the stat sheet or whatever, but at the end of the day, Duncan, I mean, he won 5 championships. He like David Robinson, like he even did more than he did like in his whole career, and he came in at the tail end and won one with him in '99 or whatever. But excuse me, but with Manu and Tony Parker and all those guys,
That was a dominant force there.
and even later in his career, Kawhi. You know what people say? LeBron James is the name. You know who shut down LeBron James? I mean Kawhi, obviously, but it was Tim Duncan's first.
Timmy first.
And I mean, best power forward of all time, easily. I think.
Did he change teams?
No.
Nope, he stayed.
That's
He
huge.
did 20-year tenure with the Spurs,
Spurs.
and he's still on their team as a coach. He's still in their program.
think of all the real estate costs.
Find me something bad to say about him. Find me one thing.
Right. Tim was the professional. He was the Derek Jeter. He didn't go out and cause trouble. I'll go with that. I like that.
He did a good job. Good job. Good job, Tim. Oh.
This is where the controversy is about to begin.
Nine,
Because
eight.
you know what? I like LeBron.
Is it 6?
Dang.
Is he 6? Is this number 6 here? LeBron is number 6.
Yeah.
Wearing number 6.
I think,
Or are we at 7?
I think it's 6 or 5.
5.
It's
I think it's 5.
it's on there. I
It's
think.
beside the point.
Besides the point. Sorry.
Well, it's
But-
kind of important. but-
I think it's number 5. Jay, it says
9,
on
8, 7,
what
6.
they are.
Yeah, he's 5.
He's 5.
Okay.
Okay, number 5 in the top 10.
Yeah, so this is number 5. People are gonna start, but you know what? LeBron's great. He's gonna pass Kareem's scoring record. 4 extra years to do it.
Yeah.
You know what? He
It's harder. It's a lot harder to do.
and if you've been a fan of the show, you know I don't like LeBron. So let's just put it out there. If you've ever seen this show before, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. But you know what? He started like this whole buddy system, and we're talking about the
Steph Curry.
people being fans of players
Players instead of
like
team,
he created that whole little buddy system thing,
Oh, definitely.
But you know what? I'll say this too. Like I don't give him enough credit. Like he's one of the few superstars that's ever existed that's lived up to the hype. From him coming in, him being crowned the king before he even stepped on an NBA court, like.
Oh no, he definitely has lived up to the expectations. Everyone else, kind of falls or stumbles or has that fall from grace, but LeBron hasn't. Everybody
Yeah.
has there is always going to be that, the GOAT or not. Can't really can't really put him up against each other.
I think my biggest beef with LeBron is that he was the one who started all of this, and then other people, like, he can hop from the Cavs to the Heat, back to the Cavs to the Lakers, and
See, but
nobody says anything.
He's done the one thing that nobody else has done in any other sports, which is win a championship in Cleveland. Now the Guardians, they haven't been able to do it. The Browns haven't done it since like Otto Van Graham was the quarterback.
Yeah, that's true.
AFL, the NFL,
And one of the
NFL championships.
Yeah, they didn't have it one.
I think their last championship was against my Detroit Lions in the 1950s or something.
So,
I'll give LeBron this too. Like, he's one of the few players who's been the best player on 3 championship teams, but different teams. You know what I mean, with the Cavs, the Heat, and now the Lakers. Even though that last championship that they got with the Lakers in the bubble,
Bubbles count,
very
baby.
close,
Bubbles
very
count.
close to an asterisk, very close to an asterisk. But yeah, LeBron James, number five.
Number 5. Number 4.
I'm gonna go with Magic. So, I hate how people compare LeBron to MJ, because I don't even think that the way they play the game is even close in comparison. This guy and LeBron have a way similar style of ball that they played. And you know what? Like I said when we were talking about Larry Bird earlier, like, this guy helped propel like the whole NBA and into what it is now, you know, the golden era, the 80s, you know, of basketball. So, I mean, put together one of the huge leaders on the Dream Team. I mean, I mean, he was lucky to have Kareem on his side, I'll say that.
Oh, but no, man, from Michigan State all the way to the Lakers and everything. I mean,
one of the few to win an NCAA and
an NBA champion
and an NBA and
MVPs.
probably be the MVP of both of them. So I'm gonna go with Magic over LeBron. I just like Magic's game a lot better.
I'll give you that. He's definitely more all around than that. He plays defense too.
And when you talk about Magic's game, Magic and Kareem's All-Stars on the PlayStation 1 back in 1994 and 1996.
Yep.
Does LeBron James have a video game? Because I haven't played it, but I've played Magic and Kareem All-Stars.
Yeah, exactly.
That in itself.
So, you know, Magic Johnson. And number 3, I'm a big Kobe guy. I like Kobe a lot. I just, you know, he just has that killer instinct. And I want that with my best player on my team, you know. Like, at the end of the day, this guy, like what I said with, you know, the Magic LeBron comparison, I think Kobe's the only one you can compare to MJ, because they just, I mean, he literally emulated what MJ did. Like,
Player styles are identical.
Exactly.
So, rest in peace, Kobe.
I like it.
But he gets a lot of bad flack for, you know, not being the greatest teammate in the world. But you know what? He just expected out of everybody what he expected out of himself. So I'm going to go with Kobe, number 3. What do you guys think?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'll go with it.
Ooh.
There we go.
There he is.
There we go.
Kareem, state championship in high school. Multiple NCAA championships. They had to change the rules to try to slow this guy down. NBA champion. You know, all-time leading scorer in the NBA with only 1 3-pointer in his whole career. Like, it doesn't get much better than Kareem, guys. The unblockable skyhook.
That's crazy.
That's it. And look at those frames on him, man. Those big old frames.
I actually have a funny story. So when I was growing up, my parents tried to make me wear goggles, like sports goggles, because my sister was wearing them, but that's a different story. And so, like, I was wearing them, and I was complaining, and so I go, "No, nobody wears goggles, Dad. Only losers wear goggles." My dad first, Kareem, Eric Dickerson. It's just Kareem's the man, dude. There's no, like.
Oh man, he was that's a perfect.
And that's number 2. That's number 2 on my
list.
list. Kareem. Let's go to number 1. MJ.
There you go.
Well, not Michael Jackson, but
Not Michael
Michael
Jackson.
Jordan.
Oh.
The other GOAT of basketball. MJ's the king of pop. And then we have the
But
GOAT
this is
all
the
time.
king of the hardwood. I think
yeah.
it's just undisputed. He 6 championships. He even quit 2 years, comes back, gets another 3-peat. And in the 90s, where there was a lot of teams that missed out, including my New York Knicks, winning some rings.
Because of that man right there.
Because of that man right there.
That
And
one man.
We've probably gone a little over on this, but MJ, I think
Hey.
it's just easy, guys.
That was great.
I
That
agree.
was great.
MJ number 1 in my book too.
MJ.
MJ, all day.
MJ.
MJ.
Sweet.
Well, we only got 10 minutes, so let's just keep it going.
10 minutes. We're going to roll right along
Yeah.
into one of a new segment here.
Oh, we can go to the news segment.
You want to go to the new segment or the old
Sure.
one?
Let's try the news segment.
Let's try the news segment.
On this day, July 20th, folks. Now,
July
Aaron
20th.
Rivera,
A great day in history.
he
Jason,
had to ask, what happened on this day?
what did happen on this day?
No, but
Mr.
like for
Cole?
real, what happened on this day?
What really happened?
What really happened on this day in history? What happened?
2 great men stepped foot on our moon.
Landed on the moon.
Wait,
Landed on the moon.
the one in the sky?
The one in the sky made of cheese.
Made of cheese.
Made of
Delicious.
cheese.
Did they go up to test the cheese?
They said they came home with 47 pounds of
Of the space rocks. I
debris.
mean, this was
So,
So did they bring crackers up, or they had to bring it all down so that they could put it on crackers?
no, they drink out of a tube.
Oh, okay.
They were up there for 21 hours, they said.
up on the moon.
21 hours.
I mean, huge one, man. I mean, that was the end basically of the Cold War there with the U.S. winning because they won the space race to the moon. I mean, Soviets got what? Soviets had the first man in space. They had the
Yuri
they had
Gagarin, baby.
Sputnik. And then the U.S. pulls it out at the end. Man walks on the moon.
That's
Pretty,
great.
I mean, that's one
Space,
awesome thing.
the final frontier.
Have we been
Fulfilled-
back?
Fulfilled President John F. Kennedy's, pledge that we would get to the moon before the end of the decade. And look at there.
Look at there. Have we been back?
I believe so.
I
I believe we did go back.
We
couple
did
of
go
Well,
back.
they did like three more missions after that, and then we haven't been back.
Had one that
since.
horribly went wrong with number
Well,
3.
we've been there, so.
Well,
Going back, trying to go back, that would be pretty cool. So on this day
On
in
this
history,
day.
July 20th, 1969, landed on the moon.
Landed on the moon.
Landed on the moon.
on the moon.
But you know what you can send to the moon?
What's that?
What can you send to the moon?
A lot of trash.
A lot of trash. This is the rundown favorite. We are about to get into our sports season. Here we go. We have NFL coming up. We have everything rolling along.
What do you got in the trash can, Jay?
Well, we're starting off a little more recent, and we kind of all hate him. Kind of look down on him.
Yeah.
Yep, throw them in there.
Throw the man in there.
Throw 'em
Get
in
him in
there.
Funny
there.
enough,
No
get into
respect.
it. That's, yeah.
Yeah.
No
That's
respect.
one of the best ones they could have got in.
Hope
Deshaun
he gets the
Watson,
whole year. Hope he doesn't play all year.
suspend him, get rid of him. Even if, I mean, what rookie say?
Let's just I think we all
There
know
we
what's
go.
going on
He
there.
deserves to be at the bottom. Good call.
Let's give
Barry's
Baker. Let's give Baker a Super Bowl.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but in Carolina,
Panthers gonna
come
win.
on.
No, good.
It's possible.
I like that.
Until he signs with the Patriots as a backup.
That's a good place for Deshaun Watson. At the trash.
Deshaun, peace. Stay there. We might burn
And
this
Cleveland and the Browns for giving you a ridiculous contract.
So I'm saying LeBron, good Cleveland. Browns, bad
Bad
Cleveland.
Cleveland. I like it.
Yes.
All right. Who else? Oh, the unstoppable Brooklyn Nets.
Yep.
Unstoppable.
I wanted this team to win really bad, but
We all
their
won.
own egos got in the way.
I mean, you can't. I mean, you trade away Harden, who wanted to be there. Then he decided, oh wait, I don't want to be there. I want to be with the guy who I was with in Houston, so I'm going to come in out of shape and not ball. Goes to the Sixers, and they get Ben Simmons,
Who hasn't played?
Good for him for getting his mental health going, but I mean, while you're doing that, he wasn't rehabbing his back at all. He goes there for nothing, doesn't help the Nets do anything. Kyrie refuses to get vaccinated. I mean, that's fine too. Play on, but you're a professional athlete. If they're relying on you, you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't win championships if you don't play. And then the thin man, I mean, he thought he was doing good. He thought he had that all-star team. He thought he had what he was going to replicate what he had in
I felt bad though because last year there were only KD if he would have tucked his toe in, they would have advanced against Milwaukee.
Hey, straight into it. Might as well keep it in New York. The New York Football Jets. I mean, might as well just live in the trash can. I mean,
I was looking at the roster. Flacco's still on the
it's
roster.
fun. Well, I mean, they got Wilson there. He's a quarterback.
He certainly throws a football for money.
Throws
That's
the
a
football for the
quarterback.
New York Football Jets.
I've heard people placing bets on the Jets going to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, I mean, I place a bet on the Chargers every year to go to the Super Bowl too. Just
Have
be
they?
realistic. The Chargers aren't going to win. Jets fans are like Cowboys fans. They think they're going to win every year.
Jets, Jets.
Oh, sticking with the B-ball. Who do we have? Is this Mr. Thompson?
A lot of Cleveland trash in here.
Yeah. Cleveland, trash.
Cleveland Cavs. I mean,
You know what?
Jason Thompson.
You know what? Besides, it's never about what you do on the court with this guy. It's all off the court. And you know what? I saw this very funny meme. It was Team Kardashian versus Team Jenner. Like all the dudes from the NBA that they've been with over the years, and they both have like starting fives.
Yeah.
It's like, who do you got?
I mean,
You know?
which one was better?
Well, because the Jenners, they got Devin Booker, they got
Pretty good.
Ben Simmons.
Was Tristan Thompson even that good though? Like, was he?
I mean, he was that sixth man maybe. You're right.
I think Team Kardashian. Well, and then Jenners also had Blake Griffin.
That's right. True.
But
Can
Team
we-
Kardashian had James Harden.
Yeah. Well,
What do we have left here? How
we're
many
leaving them in the trash. We got about 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Hey,
2 minutes.
why don't we do highlights? Actual sports stuff here. Actual stuff that the ProView Networks team does cover. You are watching the Duke City Gladiators. They defeated the Northern Arizona Wranglers this weekend. It was a moot point. They were going for third. They did win. They needed some help from the Tucson Sugar Skulls. A loss to make the 3 seed. They did not. So they get the 4 seed. In their second year in the IFL, the Duke City Gladiators are in the playoffs, number 4 seed. They are going to take on the number 1 seed, the Arizona Rattlers, this weekend. Guys, that is going to be a huge one. The Gladiators, big momentum here coming in, winning their last 2 games. What do you guys think?
Well, I think, honestly, last year, the Gladiators have some motivation. Last year, lost on a controversial call in the playoffs. So I think the Gladiators are going to come ready to play.
Look at that. Coach
Look at that coach who almost got trapped.
I mean, that is high-stakes football right
But
there.
it came down to the last couple plays in that last game. So, you know what? Let's go Duke City.
It's going to be good. I mean,
Oh, all day.
boom and kick.
Yeah, Rattlers have been tough for Duke City though all year
They
long.
are
So
all not since they've been in the IFL.
Any sport though, you can learn. It's hard to beat a team. What would this be? Their fourth time.
Should be their
playing?
third time, fourth time playing this year, or third time, excuse me. They played 1 at home, 1 away. They lost both to the Rattlers, but Duke City has played them tough. So don't sleep on Duke City. This could be their year to make the run in the IFL. Try to get to Vegas for that United Bowl championship.
get a
Go
second ring.
support these guys on IFL's YouTube page.
Yeah,
It's
check it
for
out.
free.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Free.
go check it out.
Free. Go check out anything on Duke City Gladiators. Go to their Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
If you can go to Arizona, go there.
Yeah,
Right,
if you can make
seriously.
it out, go check it out in live. The IFL, I mean, it's indoor football. It's football in the hockey rink. I mean, they have the pads. The wall is not out of bounds. If you actually go to hit it and put the ball over, it's out of bounds. If not, I mean, the ball is in play. It is fun football. Check them out Saturday, I believe 4:05 or 5:05 our time here. They're going to be playing out in Arizona, so it's huge. Number 4, Duke City Gladiators. Anything?
Well,
That it, guys?
it's time we head out.
All right. The GOAT.
The
MJ.
GOAT. Number 1.
See
Peace.
you later. Still blank, Sebastian.